All right, good evening, everybody. Apologies for the slight delay. Little technical issue that we sorted out, fortunately, fairly quickly. Nonetheless, good evening. Welcome to DuePoint. Welcome to everyone who's tuned in on our live stream outside of Johannesburg, or perhaps in Johannesburg too. My name is Rob van der Bijl, and I'm one of the executives here at DuePoint. I'm going to be spending about 45 minutes with you as we go through what we call our introduction presentation. It is an introduction to our business and the opportunity. After the presentation, you are very welcome to ask any questions. The people on the live stream, you are welcome to post any questions on the chat. Carol will, I'm sure, be able to answer anything that you throw her way. All right, so let's begin. As you can see, we're a division of a company called Constantia Insurance Company Limited. Constantia is a registered insurance company in South Africa. We have been around for nearly 7 decades. We were founded in 1952. We listed on the Joburg Stock Exchange. We are an audited and a regulated business in South Africa. The FSP number that we operate under is that one over there, 31111. You can find all our financial service provider licenses on our website. They're on display here at our offices. You can go to the FSCA website and go check our licenses under Constantia there. It is very important that you take the first step in building trust in this business, because our aim here is to build a long-term relationship with people that decide to enter into this collaboration with us, and that obviously begins with a little bit of trust. And we are a very credible business, and you are most welcome to go look at our website, go to Constantia website, do some snooping around so that you are comfortable going forward with DuePoint and Constantia. The senior staff members are these people up on screen. So the first 3 individuals are registered chartered accountants. So Brendan, Tim, and Stacey, they look after all the auditing, accounting, and the regulatory requirements in our business. Brendan is our senior executive. He heads up this business. He's very experienced in financial services. He was the chief operating officer of Prime Meridian Direct, which is the 4th biggest short-term insurer in the country. Then myself and Jane. Jane is very experienced in direct selling and direct marketing, network marketing. She's been doing it pretty much all her career. She's from the UK, and she brings very important international experience to our business, because we're an insurance company. Don't make the mistake of labeling us a network marketing business. The network marketing aspect of our business is only the marketing side of our business. So we're an insurance company, and that experience that Jane brings to the team with regards to network marketing is very important, because that's where we rely on our growth in South Africa. And then myself, I've been working in advertising, particularly in branding and design, for the last 25 years. I ran my own digital agency for about 15 of those years before I exited that business and joined the team here at DuePoint. So we've got client service staff and admin staff. The mandate of all the staff here at DuePoint is to support everybody that joins us in this collaboration. We want to see people involved in DuePoint being effective, most importantly being profitable as quickly as possible, because that really serves your interest. That's why you are watching this presentation this evening. And ultimately, if we're going to achieve those 2 things, it is in the interest of both of us, and I think we'll have a very happy business and very happy long-term relationships going forward. So know that if you join this business, you're certainly not alone. The work that we do is to support everybody constantly, but you have to lean into that support here at DuePoint. Just know that it exists. If you want to know anything, you just give us a call or speak to us. Very quickly, we discuss the circumstance that a lot of South Africans find themselves in, unfortunately, in South Africa. We are at a lot of risk currently because of the economic environment that we find ourselves in, especially if we are solely dependent on a salary, for the lucky few of us that have jobs. But that poses risk nonetheless, because activity-based income can fall foul of retrenchment, retirement, and a lot of different factors that limit what you can do from an economic point of view going forward. So we already see it in the fact that salary increases are, on average, far behind what inflation or the cost of living is increasing by annually. And that already is putting people in a precarious position. Our business, DuePoint, is about an opportunity to take control over your income, to stop being reliant and dependable on your single income. And so 2.5 years ago, in February 2016, Constantia launched this division called DuePoint. We call it the DuePoint system. And we have a number of aspirations in mind, not only for the business, but for people that can get involved with us here at DuePoint. And that is always centered around what we call wealth creation. We are not only a business that creates income generation, we are about wealth creation. And so you might think, well, those two are the same thing, but they are certainly not. Wealth creation takes income generation a couple of steps further. We know in South Africa, a lot of South Africans are heavily indebted. And that's not going to fix itself if you're dependent only on salary. It will probably become worse. But if you have a business like DuePoint where you're able to create additional income, well, that certainly puts you in a position to now leverage your position. You're in a position where you can start paying off your debt a little bit faster. As fast as possible, actually, because if you really want to become a wealthy person, you cannot owe people and institutions money constantly, and we see it already. 50% of people die still indebted in South Africa. And so if we could just focus on getting rid of our debt as quickly as possible, we can then focus on wealth creation. And that is achieved through the ownership of assets. But you have to get rid of your debt first. And you'll see, when you join DuePoint, the language here is always centered around wealth creation, not just income generation. How does our business work? Very simply, as a guest, you have the opportunity to join DuePoint. Once you join us, we refer to you as wealth engineers. As a wealth engineer, you have a single task, and that is to go out and build what we call a channel of distribution. I'll show you what one of those look like. It is basically you going out and connecting other people to DuePoint. It is word of mouth. You tell other people that there's a business opportunity available, and if you can convince those people to watch a business presentation like this, and they ultimately become wealth engineers because of your efforts and product owners, well, that is you being successful in building a channel of distribution, and that leads to a host of benefits, primarily being, yes, income generation, a second paycheck, a second income at the end of every single month. But the nature of the income is very important. Again, it speaks to wealth creation. We generate what we call recurring income here at DuePoint, because what we do is the income that you produce here at DuePoint is not based on your activity. It might be a result of your activity, but we base the income that we pay our wealth engineers on the channels that they build, on the assets that they build here at DuePoint. And that's a very important point to distinguish from activity-based income, which is salaries. Because if you're earning salary and you have poor health and you can't go to work anymore, or you become disabled, or you even die, or you get retrenched, or you retire, your income ends. It goes from something to nothing. If you're creating annuity or asset-based income, like recurring income here at DuePoint, then it doesn't matter what your activity is. If you've got an asset that's already creating income, next month you will still earn it, regardless of your activity. And that's the importance of recurring based income. Power duplication, this is something you certainly want to leverage. It's your opportunity to go out and build a team around you to build your channel of distribution that much effectively, create a greater recurring income a little faster, and that is achieved by building a powerful team around you. Do not build a weak team, build a powerful team. And I'll expand on that a little later when I show you the channel of distribution. Our business is flexi-time. It just means the technology that we have here at DuePoint allows you to build your channel anywhere in South Africa at any time of the day. Your business pretty much runs off of your mobile phone. That's all you need to build your channel of distribution. There is no startup capital. We've designed this business to have a very low barrier to entry. It is very low risk. This is a great thing. It gives you the opportunity to at least try this business without the fear of any risk involved. There are many business opportunities that are very risky. At DuePoint, it isn't. At the same time, we don't have any qualifications or experience required. There's no starter kits. There's no registration fees. We don't lock you into anything here at DuePoint. And so our business really becomes accessible to everybody. You get to build an asset. Now, this goes back to my point constantly about focusing on building assets, focus on wealth creation, recurring income. It is all based around the fact that you're building an asset here at DuePoint that you have ownership over. So that's important. You don't just want to be building an asset. What you're doing at work in your day job is building someone else's asset. Here at DuePoint, you will be building your own asset. It means that you can sell your channel of distribution if you so wish. It also means that when you get to retirement, while your boss might retire you and thank you for your 45 years of work, here at DuePoint, we will carry on paying you through your 60s, through your 70s, through your 80s. We don't retire you. And even upon your death, the value of that asset that you've built here at DuePoint doesn't disappear. You get to seed actual wealth, actual assets to your beneficiaries, be it your spouse or your children or whoever that you nominate as a beneficiary. There's no selling involved in our business, so this is a wonderful thing. I don't think people look forward to any prospect of having to go sell financial products, insurance or investment products, and you don't have to. You're actually excluded from that process explicitly in your code of conduct. This is a great thing. So then you might ask, well, what are we going to be telling people about when we go tell them about DuePoint? You are going to tell them about the business opportunity. That's all, right? And that's where the greatest necessity is people need additional streams of income out in South Africa. And so your only job is to go out and connect them to our business opportunity. In other words, to this business presentation. And then I or Brendan will tell the people that you bring to these presentations or connect them to the YouTube channel, the live stream. We will then inform them about the balance of the opportunity as well as the products. It's only myself and Brendan that are licensed to tell people about DuePoint's products. And so you don't have to say anything about products when you go speak to people. At the same time, the nature of our products are all financial in nature, which means we don't have stock and distribution issues. There are no boxes of product that you have to buy. There's no stock that you have to keep at home. You don't have to become a specialist in the products. You don't have to demonstrate products. And so the products themselves are very convenient here at DuePoint. So that's the host of benefits within our DuePoint system. But your success here at DuePoint is very much dependent on your ability to build a channel of distribution. So it begins with you. You become a wealth engineer and a product owner, and now you're going to go out and tell people about the business opportunity. Out of the host of people that you tell, in this example, there are 5 people that then see the vision, they have the necessity, and they become wealth engineers and product owners because you introduced them to DuePoint. That is the beginning of your channel of distribution. From that point on, the power of duplication takes over because those 5 people that connected as wealth engineers to your business will now go out and connect other people, right? You see the power of duplication? This is what we could call leverage, right? This is the team that you've built that you become dependent on to build your channel more effectively. My wish is that everyone would build sustainable channels. That means that you have to be discerning in who you connect to DuePoint. If you go out and connect anyone to DuePoint, if you are desperate just to get someone into your channel, then your business will not be sustainable. It will not withstand the test of time. And this channel that you see behind me will collapse every other month. But if you bring strong people, in other words, people that have the resources to thrive as wealth engineers, well, then you will build a stronger channel. And if you build a stronger channel, your channel will grow that much more effectively. It'll be a stronger channel because that same behavior filters into the rest of your business. And you will have an asset that you can depend on instead of one that you have to constantly rebuild. So that is just a little tip from me with regards to your channel building. A quick warning to everybody, there is no aspect of life that you can become successful at that is this linear line to success. Anything worth achieving in this life, there is hardship involved, there is endurance involved, there is work ethic required, and DuePoint is no different. Other get-rich-quick schemes might profess that you can become a millionaire and have a Ferrari and a helicopter very quickly if you just do a few things. That is completely unrealistic. Here at DuePoint, we have great opportunity. We have a simple business, but it is still difficult because to change your life cannot be easy. For anyone to change the circumstance that they're currently in, there is hard work required. There is no other way around it. So I apologize if anyone arrived to the presentation with other expectations, but if you're willing to put in the hard work and endure, then I can say to you, yes, success here at DuePoint is waiting for you. But you have to be patient. You have to let that time unfold. So, our 4 financial products here at DuePoint, I'm going to go through them. They're very simple products. They are straightforward. There's more information on our website if you want to delve a little deeper into the products, but I'm going to go through them. They are all, like I said, financially natured, but they have all been designed with wealth in mind. They are not arbitrary products. We're not buying milkshakes or vitamins or these arbitrary products that are consumer products. That is the problem. consumerism has typically led us astray. What we need to be doing is focusing on wealth. And so the products are designed with wealth in mind. They're either investment products to boost your asset value, or they're insurance products to protect your assets. Or finally, you'll see we've got a lifestyle benefits product that allows you to save a little bit of money every single month. All right, so the first product is Access Wealth. It's an investment product. It's going to cost you 324 Rand a month, of which 100 Rand gets invested into a tax-free investment fund. That fund resides with Sanlam. It's an actively managed fund. You've got free access to your funds. There's no notice period or restriction period with regards to withdrawing your funds, so you can withdraw your funds at any stage. And then on top of that, you give you a little bit of insurance with this product to the value of 120,000 Rands with a personal accident death cover. So if you're killed in any form of accident, we'll pay out your beneficiaries 120,000 Rand plus whatever is in the investment. So this is the investment product, Access Wealth. The second product is insurance only, so this is strictly insurance. This is designed to protect your asset value. The product is called Wealth Guard. It is 249 Rand a month, but this time you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident death cover. So it probably exceeds your asset value at the moment, because we all probably have liability instead of asset value. So if you are killed in any form of accident, we'll pay out your beneficiaries 1 million Rand. And the beauty of our personal accident death cover products is that we don't discriminate anyone. As long as you're between the ages of 18 and 70, you can take out this product regardless of your age. The premium doesn't increase the older you get. The premium doesn't increase as your health status declines. So anyone can take out this product. The premium's the same. You all get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. So very clean, straightforward product. Then our third product is called Family Wealth. It is a funeral cover product. It starts at 299 Rand a month. You get 20,000 Rands worth of funeral cover that covers up to 5 family members or dependents. And it also gives the principal member 10,000 Rands worth of debt protection. So upon your death, if you die, you've got liability, you owe anyone money, we'll cover up to 10,000 Rands worth of that liability. And you can increase your cover to 30,000 Rand if you so wish, as well as up to 10 family members. So there's some flexibility built in this product. And again, the beauty is the accessibility of this product, because it doesn't matter what age you are. As long as you're between the ages of 18 and 70, you can take out this product. The premium doesn't change, and the cover that you receive is the same, regardless of your health condition too. So that's the beauty of Family Wealth. And then finally, we've got Wealth Points. Wealth Points is our lifestyle benefits product. It costs 299 Rand a month. And what this gives you is the ability to perhaps reduce your cost of living expenses every single month. So if you think about all that money that you spend habitually every single month, we call it the cost of living, right? Through this product, we've negotiated a number of discounts and benefits with the companies that you see listed there. And the discounts vary with each of the businesses. So, for example, always on Wi-Fi data, to buy a gig of data from them is only 36 Rand instead of 100 Rand. ShopRite Checkers is 2% off your entire trolley at ShopRite Checkers, as much as you want to shop there. Then we've got a host of other online retailers. We've got the Entertainer that offers you half price at restaurants and hotels. We've got some car manufacturers. Hirsch's is very popular. And this is a growing list of suppliers that we have. So this is an ever-evolving product. If you're looking for immediate benefit, this is a great product to have, so you can start benefiting immediately from this product. So those are the 4 products. As I said, if you're looking for more information, go to our website, but they are designed to be straightforward. They are not complex products. Very quickly, to explain our business model, the biggest key factor, the biggest key difference between us and typically other insurance companies is that at DuePoint we don't spend any money on marketing and advertising. So you will notice, or should I say you won't notice, any DuePoint advertising. You've never seen a billboard with a DuePoint logo on. We don't do TV advertising. There's nothing in the newspapers or the magazines. And because of that fact, we can take that portion of our budget that typically is spent on marketing and advertising, and what we do is we pay that over to our wealth engineers for the work that you do going out and connecting people. In other words, helping us grow our business successfully. We pay our wealth engineers for the work that they do. So all we're doing is just reassigning a budget within our business, and the 2 ways for you to benefit as a wealth engineer is through what we call our returns program and the rewards program. So I'll discuss the rewards program a little later, but the major benefit here at DuePoint is through the returns program. This is the ability to make that recurring income every single month. It works like this. I'm going to show you the mechanics of how we pay people here in our business. So we pay a base return fee of 27.50 Rand for every product that you have in the channel. But it is dependent on where that product lies in relation to you. So the closer the product to you, the more you earn. The further the product gets away in your channel, the less you'll earn. So on your first point, these are people that you introduced personally to DuePoint. Remember, we had the example of 5 people that you introduced. On that diagram that you see over there, those first 5 people lie on what we call your first point. And on your first point, we actually pay double the 27.50 Rand. So you're earning 55 Rand for every product on your first point every single month, remember, because it's recurring income. It's not a once-off income. When those individuals go out and connect other people successfully, that product lies on your second point. And on your second point, again, you earn 55 Rand every single month. And then as your channel starts to grow and grow, in other words, the product gets further away from you, you see the multiplier starts to drop steadily, all the way down to the 8th point. At the 8th point, you're earning 4% of the 27.50 Rand, but we don't limit you there. So from point 8 outwards, in theory, to infinity, you can carry on earning that 4% of the 27.50 Rand. We don't limit you on the size of your channel at DuePoint. We don't limit you on how much money you can earn at DuePoint. That responsibility falls squarely on your shoulders. It is time and numbers. You can manipulate the numbers by introducing more people, but you have to let time run its course so that your channel can grow. All right, so that's the mechanics of the returns. People still want to know, however, how quickly can I be earning a certain amount of money? What activity? How busy do I have to be? How much work is required to make a certain amount of money in this business? So we built a very accurate depiction of what you could be doing over the next 5 years. So we call it the path to success. Path to success. It is a projection over 5 years. So 60 months, it is based on certain activity. That activity assumes that in your first month as a brand new wealth engineer, you can connect 3 people. So for example, in November, you'll connect 3 people, and then every consecutive month thereafter, you only have to connect 2 people. So it's 3 in November, 2 in December, 2 in January, 2 in February, 2 in March, so on. If you can follow that activity, you can be expecting to earn about 2,500 Rand after 6 months, right? So I'm always interested to understand what people's reaction is when I say 2,500 Rand after 6 months. Are you a little disappointed? Are you impressed? Are you feeling a little optimistic about what you can derive out of DuePoint? For me, I thought maybe 2,500 Rand was too little. But I have learned a lesson since the first time I saw this depiction. And the lesson was that I make the mistake of giving money a consumer value, a spending value, right? Which is the wrong thing to do, because if I want to build wealth, I need to stop thinking like a consumer. A consumer thinks about spending instead of saving and investing. And I'll give you a quick illustration to the value that this 2,500 Rand can actually derive, because you can actually derive more than 2,500 Rand if you decide to pay your debt off quicker. Paying debt off quicker is the same as investing. It's the same benefit. You're going to make money either way, right? So get rid of your debt, because typically your debt, the interest rate on debt is way higher than the interest rate on any investment. So get rid of the debt as quickly as possible. So in this example, if you took 2,500 Rand and you decided instead of spending it, you would put it into your debt. In this case, we've got an example of someone with R1 million outstanding debt because they've bonded a property that they wanted to buy, right? So they went to the bank, said to the bank, I don't have the money, but I've got this lovely property that I found. I think I earn enough and I can pay you back for the property. And the bank said, okay, prime plus 2, over 20 years, you're going to pay us 11,500 Rand a month for 20 years to pay your R1 million off. In the process, you will end up paying us about 2.5 million Rand, right? You see how the bank makes its money? But at 6 months, you decide to take that 2,500 Rand and put it into your bond as an additional payment. You listen to Rob and you say, okay, let me pay my debt off faster. What is the net effect of that? Because you might be thinking, well, 2,500 Rand is not a lot of money. This little 2,500 Rand will allow you to pay your bond off in 11.5 years instead of 20 years. It'll save you 900,000 Rand in interest that you would have paid to the bank. Instead of paying the bank 2.5 million Rand, you only pay the bank 1.6 million Rand. We've got to get ourselves onto the right side of compound interest, not on the wrong side of compound interest, right? Let compound interest work for you. At month 12, you're earning close to 10,000 Rand. That's in excess of 100,000 Rand annually in recurring income. When last did you get a 100,000 Rand bonus check from your employer? right? No one put up their hands? No one, exactly. At month 24, you could be earning close to 30,000 Rand a month. And the number's only going to get bigger. At month 36, you could be earning close to 50,000 Rand a month. After 4 years, you're close to 70,000 Rand a month. It starts to become a little bit unbelievable, I think, for most of us. And at month 60, you're close to R1 million in annual recurring income. Think about picking up a 1 million Rand check every year from DuePoint. So this is a 5-year projection. If you don't have a 5-year plan, this is a wonderful plan to adopt. How many of us have 5-year plans that end with us becoming millionaires? But this is only academic. This is a formula. Like I said, it is a depiction based on certain activity. So there needs to be a little bit of room for error because everybody's different. But we always bring people up onto stage that are doing this business. So we've got people that have been in the business for, just a few months. We've got people that have been in the business from day one, so over 2.5 years that they've been in the business. We invite them up onto stage every month. It's a presentation called Tell All Tuesday, and they tell us their experience of DuePoint. So here we've got Millicent. You can go find all these testimonies on YouTube. There must be about 100 there by now. Millicent joined the business 6 months ago. The value of her channel sitting at close to 1,300 Rand. She's introduced 28 people in the last 6 months to her business. That's translated to 78 people in her channel, and her channel is 5 points wide. So that gives you an idea of the leverage. She only introduced 28, but her business has already expanded to 78 people. She's done this in the space of 6 months. So you might say, well, she's not at 2,500 Rand. Everybody is different, right? You go speak to Millicent, she'll admit that maybe she didn't work so hard for 4 months, but she's been very active in the last 2 months. And 6 months is still early days, but this is kind of an idea of getting started here at DuePoint. Then we've got Lindo from KZN, shooting the stars out. Value of his channel is nearly at 4,000 Rand a month. He's done that in 4 months. He's introduced 44 people on his first point. That's translated to 126 people in his channel, and his channel is 7 points wide. So there's another end of the spectrum. You want more out of this business? Just go do more. It's as simple as that. But remember, you always have to give your channel time to grow, because you can't control your channel. You can only control how many people you're putting in on your first point. So you have to have the patience to let your channel do its thing. Then we've got very experienced networkers, Marsha and Rulof Ferry. They've been in the business since day one, so for over 2.5 years now. The average value of their channel, so if you took all their earnings and divided it by the amount of months that they've been in the business, they're averaging nearly 25,000 Rand a month in this business. Imagine taking home 300,000 Rand every year from DuePoint. Size of their channel, you can see nearly 1,800 people, 17 points wide, and they've got 9 people on their first point that's earning money. They've got a first pointer that has introduced 1,000 people to their business. Right? Do you see my point? Why it's so important to go out and find good people to put in your channel? Because they will make your life a lot easier in this business, right? The secret is finding those good people. So we've got thousands of people joining this business every single month, and everybody is different. You can look at the slides and go, oh yes, I wish I had that. But that is a fleeting fantasy of what you want. Right? For me, we have to be extremely practical in our approach to this business, because DuePoint wants people to be effective and profitable in our business. And so you cannot just end at what you want in this business. The decision for you this evening has to be, yes, I want all of this stuff, but how am I going to get it? How am I going to fit DuePoint into my schedule? And I know we've all got very busy schedules, and I appreciate the time that you've made to watch this presentation, but going beyond this, can you commit to spending a couple of hours in DuePoint every single week so that you can change your circumstance, so you can mitigate risks, so you can take control of your income? That for me is the decision. How are you going to fit DuePoint into your life going forward? Getting started is very straightforward. Jump onto our website or onto the mobile app and register as a wealth engineer. Select a product and off you go. You're a wealth engineer. You need to now start applying yourself to building a channel. Go watch our training. The training is for free. It is valuable. It empowers you. No one can take training away from you. Once you watched it, you've got it, right? No one can take it away from you. Go watch the training, please, and then set goals for yourself. The only reason we set a goal with a deadline is so that we can prepare a plan that we can keep ourselves accountable to. So if you want 10,000 Rand a month after 12 months, you know you need to be connecting 2 to 3 people into your channel every single month without fail for 12 months. And that'll get you close to 10,000 Rand a month, right? But you have to then know, well, if I need 2 or 3 people joining DuePoint, joining my channel every single month, how many people do I actually have to speak to? So you might have to speak to 10 people. There's this ratio that exists between the number of people that you speak to and the number of people that join. And that ratio tends to be pretty similar, right? So speak to 10. Doesn't matter. Don't worry about whether they're going to say yes or no. Speak to the 10. Out of the 10, 2 or 3 will join every single month, and you keep yourself accountable to the 10. That is how simple this business is. Get merchandise. The merchandise is there to empower you, to make you more successful in connecting people. This is a picture of credibility, of trust. We call it branding, right? Branded merchandise. So that when you sit down at a table, at a meeting, hopefully dressed nicely, behaving professionally, with business cards perhaps, even a DuePoint pen, whatever it is, people will believe you. They will trust you a little more because you look like a believer in the business. You become a positive role model for DuePoint, and the person will pick up on that, right? And it'll allow you to be more successful in connecting people. For me, foremost, most important thing, get business cards. Get business cards. Join our Facebook page. We're very active on Facebook. We'll keep you up to date constantly on what's going on in the business. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got all those training videos, all the testimonies. There are tons of videos on YouTube, nicely categorized for you. And more importantly, it is the platform. So YouTube's the platform that we live stream at. Everyone on the other side of the camera there, you are using this platform this evening. It is a wonderful tool because it allows you to connect anyone in South Africa. Doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter where they are. You send them a WhatsApp, an email, an SMS telling them, click on the link, watch the video, I will phone you afterwards. It's as simple as that. So make sure that you get engaged on the YouTube platform. And then probably most importantly is make sure you download the mobile app onto your smartphone. Android, Apple devices, get it onto your phone because that app reflects exactly what's happening in your channel in real time. It tells you whether you're making money or losing money. It tells you whether you're channel is growing or shrinking. It tells you whether you have quality people in your business or not so quality people in your business, right? Make sure you download the app. Then onto our rewards program. This is the cherry on top here at DuePoint. When you join as a wealth engineer, you get to enjoy rewards with the success that you have in building your channels. This is over and above the recurring income that you generate. So how does it actually work? If you begin this evening, you will start out as a rank 0 wealth engineer, which doesn't mean anything, but you will aspire to reaching rank 1. To get to rank 1, you need 1,000 XP and 4 products in your qualified channel. What is XP? XP stands for experience points. We give wealth engineers XP for everything. Just for watching this presentation, you're getting XP. For looking at your app every day, you get XP. So there's about 20 different ways to earn XP. Getting 1,000 XP takes about 5 minutes. And once you meet those 2 criteria, you become rank 1 and you're on the board. And we give you an extra 55 Rand reward at the end of the month. It's a once-off reward, it's not recurring. It is humble beginnings, but what you've just proven to yourself is that you can get to any rank at DuePoint. Any rank, because the people at rank 20, the multimillionaires at rank 20, are doing the same thing the rank 1 people are doing. They're just knocking on doors. They're phoning people. They've got lists. Nothing changes. The only difference between you and a rank 20 is the rank 20's been doing it for longer, right? And so getting to rank 1 is very important because it proves to you that you can do DuePoint. And then as you rank up, right, you're getting more XP and your channel grows. There are bigger rewards waiting for you. There's a 20,000 Rand check, a 50,000 Rand check. We give tools to our wealth engineers to help them be a little more effective in connecting people. Fancy little USB sticks with all our video collateral on. Very fancy business cards at rank 7. We talk about the importance of branding and credibility. Business cards that cost 12,500 Rand a set. So you get those, 1,000 of those made personally for you. They look like blocks of gold. And then at rank 9 is our first recurring reward. So all the other rewards were once-offs, but when you get to rank 9, you get to enjoy this every single year. We take you and your family to our rank 9 international conference. It is business class flights there and back to a 5-star luxury resort for 7 days, and it's an all expenses paid trip that you get to enjoy with your family every single year as long as you maintain rank 9 and above status. So take a look at our last rank 9 trip. This is the Western Turtle Bay in Mauritius. Enjoy. Imagine your toes in the sand, please. So that's available for every single person that joins us at DuePoint. Rank 9 has taken some people 5 months to reach, some people up to 2.5 years to reach. We should have our latest rank 9 announced this month. You are free to take as long as you want here at DuePoint. 2 ranks later, we spend R250,000 buying you a brand new car, cash in your name, no T's and C's, no DuePoint stickers. The car is yours. There's no debit order at the end of the month. We hopefully will be achieving debt-free status for you as soon as possible. And this is rank 11. Our rewards program goes up to rank 28. So this is really just the beginning of your life here at DuePoint. We've got 2 national encounters in store for you before the end of the year. So Bombela is this weekend. It is not too late to register. These are business seminars that we hold in these destinations. They are wonderful seminars for just instilling belief and trust in this business DuePoint. We cover everything in the business seminar. It is more than just an introductory presentation. If you can, watch an introductory presentation before you come to the business seminar, because it's a very practical business seminar. If you know anyone in either of these provinces, make sure that you get them to these business seminars, these national encounters that we're going to be doing. So think about, make a list of everybody that you know in these provinces, and phone them up. It's as simple as that. They will say yes or they'll say no. Out of the people that say yes, only a handful of them will arrive at the presentation, but it's your opportunity to start building channels nationally in South Africa with DuePoint. You want to have a national channel. You want to have a channel growing in Mpumalanga. You want a channel growing in the Western Cape. These are two wonderful opportunities that we still have for you to do that and to build wealth before the end of this year. There is still lots of prosperity left in the last 8 weeks of 2018. Do not write 2018 off. Do not think that your December looks like what it currently looks like. You can improve it, but you have to make the next 8 weeks prosperous. They are not going to make themselves prosperous, right? You've got to do it for yourself, and that is my invitation to you. My invitation to you is to come join us here at DuePoint with the opportunity to take control of your income, because 2019 is not going to be any better than 2018. That's just a fact. The next 3-4 years, our economy is not going to change much, unfortunately. It takes a long time to heal an economy. But here at DuePoint, you start taking control of your income. You empower yourself to grow the business as fast as you want to grow it. There's only, unfortunately, one person to blame if it fails. And that's the accountability that you require. But that is my invitation to you. My sincere wish is that everybody does have a prosperous 8 weeks. So good luck. If you become wealth engineers, lean into the support that we've provided for you. There's a lot of support. If you don't know anything, just pick up the phone, send us an email, go onto YouTube, go explore a bit. We've probably explained it in one of the training videos. So good luck and thank you.